Hello everybody, it's Patty, the Alaskan Cross Stitcher here. Today is February the 20th, 2023, and this is episode 216. On today's show, I have an FO, that's right, an FO. I have whips, I have haul, and I have my Mira plans. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So how was everybody's week? Mine was really good crafting wise. Obviously, I was able to get back into my rotation, which made me very happy. I've decided on my rotation that I am using the wheel, and it'll spin my projects, and I will work on that project from Tuesday to Friday. And then of course Monday is going to be my Mira, which I will talk about that in plans. And on Saturday and Sunday will be Christmas House 1. So I also have made some other decisions about that wheel. I took Atlantis off the wheel because I just cannot get into that project. I want that project, but I just can't get into it. So I went ahead and pulled that off. Let's see. I went and saw my mom, and she's doing well. We had a group meeting, the social workers and the head nurse in her department. We talked about the plans, and they're going to be trying to get her to sit up longer than 5 minutes a day. We're going to see how that progresses. She asked for some cross-stitch projects, so I had some of her cross-stitch projects here that she hadn't started yet. So I took those over to her. So hopefully she will do something besides watch TV all day, but we will see. What else? Oh, the littles came on Sunday. We played and had a great time. The littlest man took a nap, quite a long one. And yeah, everything turned out really well. So shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. All right. Here we go. Guess what? I did it. I finished Fright Night. Art by Lewis Johnson, charted by Gecko Rouge. Here it is in all of its glory. I'll bring it in closer so you can see it better. Okay, and kind of give it a roll. So, I looked this up. I started this October the 5th, 2019. And in 2019 and 2020, I only finished 2 pages. So 2021, March, I bit the bullet and picked up Pattern Keeper. And after that, it flew off the stitches, or off the needle. I did 24 pages in 21. 22, I think I did 24 pages. And of course in 23, I did the final, I believe it was 6 pages. So I'm so happy. I finished that February 14th. That's right. I finished it on Valentine's Day. So February 14th, 2022. So I am so jazzed. I have already told the hubs that I am taking it to Michael's to have it framed. I'm not going to put it under glass, and I'm not going to put any matting around it or anything like that. I'm just going to have them simple frame it for me because I'm not quite sure where I want it, but I know that I don't want this huge frame, and that piece is big enough as it is. So I'll obviously show you guys after I get it framed. So that was so exciting. Yeah, so that's my FO. Yay! First FO of the year. So I'm tied for last year, since I only got 1 finish last year. This year, though, I'm hoping for a lot more finishes. So as I said before, I have changed what I'm doing with my Mirabilias. I did tell you that I wanted to work on Touching the Autumn Sky, Seaside Kingdom, and Christmas in London. So what I've decided to do is to do this quarterly. And the first quarter, I'm going to show, work at this right here. So this is from all of February, the rest of February and all of March. I'm going to be working on Lady Mirabilia. Let me see. And in this picture, you see the green down here. That's where I'm cutting her dress off. She is the closer of all of them to get finished, because I don't know if I'm even going to put that arbor around her. I haven't decided that yet. So I am working on this 32 count Haunted by Picture This Plus. And I believe that I am at the bottom of this pattern. I think that's all. So I just have to backstitch her, bead her, and there is some crosses that have to be done. But here's where she's at. So I will be working on this on Mondays for the rest of February and March. And then I have, looks like I have Seaside Kingdom up on that, starting in April. So I think that that is going to work for me. If I finish this before the end, I may pull a different Mira out of the 12 or the 11, no, out of my 12 that are over there. I will pull one of those. Okay. Oh, sorry. I feel like I'm racing through this. I spoke about having the wheel. So I spin the wheel and pull the next project. So I went ahead and did that. And the first project was after I finished Fright Night. Jeez, I'm sorry. My brain is fried for some reason. I pulled Hands-On Designs If Pumpkins Could Fly. And this is so much fun. I am stitching this on Seraphim Fabrics Thebes 32 count linen. And I got a lot done. A lot done. I think I like words because I decided to keep with that one color. So it says, if pumpkins could fly up in the sky, and then it says, with you. I didn't want to move the Q snap, so I'll move the Q snap when this gets called again and come over here and do the words. And then I will start putting in the pumpkins and things. But I really like how much I got done. Yeah, that was a good stitchy day. I was so happy to have Fright Night done. It was all around good week last week. Yes. Okay. And then I spun it again, and I got Kathy Barrick's Witch Training Academy. I am stitching this on Fortnite Fabrics Honk 32 count. And I am using the DMC, not the NPI. And I did pull some, it looks like Victoria Motta sampling floss as well for the oranges and the yellows. But this thing is deceptively big. So there is part of the moon. And that is what I worked on. I had to run to Joann's because I didn't have 780. I had 781 pulled, and I went, wait a minute, it's not 781, it's 780. So, and with all the floss I had here, no 780. I couldn't believe it. So that's where it's at. I like it. It's so much fun. It just feels so good to get that full coverage done. And it just seems like my stitching now is just flying, because I really want to work on them. Okay. And on my wheel, I even put, I put everything except for the Mirabilias and Christmas House. Everything else is on there. Even if I have it scheduled for a day that I want to work on it, I put it on here. So I went ahead and Santa of the Forest was called, or was spun. Where is his picture? There it is, Santa of the Forest, and that is lavender and lace. And I am stitching this on 32 count natural MCG textiles. And I know every once in a while I complain. Yeah, I don't like it at all. So you may not be able to tell, but I actually did get a lot accomplished on here. There was a block of color that needed to be there. There was a block of color that needed here. I am working on this same little block of color. That's what this is. I filled in this red around this part of the blanket, maybe sleeve, not quite sure, and the lighter blues here. So I was really happy with how much I got done. Even though working on this fabric, you really have to pay attention because it is really hard to see some of the lines in there, or the thread. But a couple of them I had to pull it out, put it back in. Sometimes they would fall in between, so I'd have to do it again. But all in all, I mean, I like the look of it. I think it's going to look really great framed if I frame him. But there he is. Yay! So I did decide to move over here. I was kind of done with the other side for a while. So I'm going to bounce back and forth between the sides. So exciting. So exciting. Okay. And that was what I worked on. And then starting Tuesday, I started working on Christmas House 1 by art by Steve Crisp, charted by Artisy. And on here I had 731 stitches, started last year. And I meant to look that up when I started it, but I didn't. I will write it in my book and let you guys know if you want to know. I finished a page last night, in fact. So I have one page done. This is 25 Count Easy Guide and Lugana. And it's coming together really well. It is a lot of fun. I actually got out of the blues and whites and put some brown in there. But yeah, that's how much I got done. I'm really happy. I think I got over 3,000 stitches done just last week because I was really working on this. I was getting over 300 stitches a night. It says that if I do 479 stitches a night, I can get this done by August or September, one of those, August or September. But I put in December 27th, and it says I need to have 290 stitches a night. So I don't know yet what I'm going to do. I do like getting at least 300 stitches, 300 to 400 stitches a night on this. And I typically start working on it after dinner at 6, after I've cleaned the kitchen. Sometimes it's been 8 and I stay up late. So yeah, it is really turning out fabulous. I am so happy. And I'm not burnt out with with full coverage. I kind of wondered if I was going to be burnt out with full coverage, but I'm not. I really enjoy it a lot. So, yay! There it is. So that is what I accomplished in my stitching last week. That's pretty good, I think. Static, but I'm so glad. I did go to knitting on Friday, and that was a lot of fun. 2 new people showed up, so yay. The more the merrier. Okay, so purchases. You remember when I said I wasn't going to buy any more patterns? Yeah. I had this one on my please notify me when it's back in from 123 Stitch. And I am not going to butcher her name at all. This is Halloween in the Rain. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it up, of course. And I am not going to put this in, and I'm not going to put that in. Or I might try to figure out how I could do it. But there's already a pumpkin there. So I probably won't put the frame in either. But I will put the rest of it in. Isn't that cute? And she calls for DMC and Philite shamrock threads and mullein threads. Oh, those are DMC. So, and with those shamrock threads, They are a blended thread in DMC if you want to do that. But what I'm probably going to do is just pull some of my other floss and just use it on DMC. I did pick up the fabric I wanted, and it is 32 count Bramble by Picture This Plus. So I will be putting her on this. Now, I have no idea when I'm going to start this, so I'm not even going to pull the thread. I'm just going to put her in a bag and put her in the lineup for at some point in the near future or the far future, because I really want to get some of these other ones finished first. So plans, I will be spinning my wheel on Tuesday to figure out what I'm going to be stitching for the rest of the week. So very exciting, very exciting. And I'm really hoping I can get back into my Miras. I'm really having a hard time getting back into them. So I'm hoping with this quarterly stitching, instead of switching them out once a month, maybe that will help. And maybe see some real work done on it instead of 100 stitches there, 100 stitches here. So, yeah. Looking around though, I don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. So I hope that you all are staying safe, healthy, and happy. And I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. And I hope to see you guys next week. Bye!